Hey, this is Nat, and we're off our couch once again at Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay in Tampa, Florida. Thanks for joining us here again. Thanks for getting off the couch with us for another video. Our Busch Gardens trip is a 2-day adventure. We took advantage of tickets through the Waves of Honor program. The Waves of Honor program grants U.S. military veterans and active duty service members complimentary and discounted tickets at different times throughout the year. As I stated in the last video, when we see these freebies and discounts come available, we do share them to our Facebook page, so be sure to check us out there. Any discounts to theme parks, national parks, state parks, and places other than parks that we think may be beneficial, we share them. Last video, we were all about the animals, and if you missed that video and that educational and fun outing, the link to that video will be in the description box. There are over 12,000 animals here at Busch Gardens, and the theme park is 335 acres. So after a lot of walking, we had the opportunity to see so many animals. That's how we spent the majority of the first day, and the weather was iffy for the majority of the first day too. And when the rain started coming down lightly, we took shelter in the Moroccan Palace to catch one of the shows offered here at Busch Gardens, Turn It Up, a show highly ranked by USA Today's Reader Choice Awards. And that high recognition is evident as soon as the show starts. This is a lively, action-packed ice skating show that combines aerial stunts and pop music. It's really fun to watch. My daughter looks mesmerized, and my son just keeps bouncing around in his seat during the performance. It's a perfect break from walking around the theme park all day, and such a relief to sit in the air conditioning and enjoy a show. Honestly though, the show is so good, making it a priority on your trip rather than just using it as a rest break or shelter from a storm like in our case makes sense. We definitely wouldn't mind seeing this performance again. We actually love to experience this again. To be perfectly honest, we were hoping the rain would pass. This has just been a threat for the entire day. But we discover upon leaving the show, the threat is over. The rain is here and it's heavy. And I show you our walk back to the parking lot in the rain at the end of the first day. Not to make you feel bad for us. If you do, thank you. But I show you for two important reasons. The first reason, the trams do not run during inclement weather. See, it's just sitting there. So we have to walk from the Moroccan Palace past the preferred parking to general parking in the rain. General parking is across the street from Busch Gardens. So have those umbrellas and ponchos ready. And you may want to consider preferred parking if this isn't ideal or practical for your party. There is still a walk, but it is less of a walk than the general parking. Moving on to the second reason now, there is a rain guarantee policy. So if rain dampers your day, and I used to think it was for a 2-hour time period, but the website doesn't state a time. It just states if rain ruins your fun, you can pick up complimentary tickets from guest services for a return visit within 1 year. So that's what we have. So when I say we'll be back, you know why. We already have the tickets. So if you enjoy Busch Gardens Tampa Bay or theme park content, be sure to subscribe and tell us too what you're interested in seeing, because there's so much to do here. I mean, there's just so much we can talk about and check out next time. So we definitely want to hear from all of you. So let's move on now to the second day of the trip. After checking out all of the animals, we were looking forward to getting on some rides, and Busch Gardens has plenty to choose from. They have multiple heart-stopping roller coasters, including their newest coaster, the Iron Gwazi, which takes riders up a 206-foot-tall peak and then into a 91-degree drop, hitting a speed of 76 miles per hour. My daughter and I are the coaster enthusiasts of the family. Being that my daughter is just around 4 feet tall though, it's going to limit the rides that we can get on. So we're going to cover the rides that we are going to be able to experience. In the Pantopia area of the park is a roller coaster we all can enjoy, the Sand Serpent. The Sand Serpent has a height minimum of 46 inches, so that's a go for us. My daughter loves this ride, and she had such a huge smile on her face when we finished the ride the first time. She managed to convince my son to ride it with us again. This ride climbs 5 stories high. See, we're getting up there now. Has curves, some really jerky curves. Woo! Yeah, it has drops too. And it feels like it's clinging so close to the edge that it's going to topple over. Just enough distress to make it a thrilling, fun ride. Nearby, across from the Sand Serpent, is the carousel. Any height can enjoy this attraction, of course. Looks like you can choose to enjoy your trip around and around on a camel or some really unique and extravagant looking horses. I think it's cool Busch Gardens has rides exclusively for the little ones also, like Busch Flyers in Pantopia. This ride has a maximum height requirement of 56 inches, so my daughter has to do this one all on her own, which she loves. Something else our whole family has the chance to enjoy is bumper cars. The Ubanga Banga bumper, or is it Ubanga? Seems like it'd be Ubanga. I'm not sure, but I am so glad this is here. I love bumper cars, one of my favorite childhood memories. And at most places you have to pay per ride, and that can get pretty costly, especially when you're dealing with a family of 4. But here we can ride all that we want. The theme park also offers a lot of different games at a separate individual charge. So in addition to live entertainment, animals, roller coasters, and rides, you can enjoy some arcade action as well. You can also enjoy getting soaked on a water ride like the Congo River Rapids, which is always my son's favorite thing to do, get us all soaked. I got out of it this time though, lucky me. On the way in, there is a Komodo dragon, so London and the kids got to see a bonus animal to add to all the animals we saw on the first day here at Busch Gardens. The biggest lizard in the world too. On to the drenching. Congo River Rapids has a minimum height requirement of 42 inches. Between the waterfalls and the water caves and then onlookers firing water spray jets at you, something's going to get you. You most likely will be soaked. If that's too much of a soaking for you, and it definitely is for me, you can still catch a nice mist of water at Shikra, the floorless roller coaster located in the Stanleyville area in its splash zones, which is sponsored by Adventure Island, Busch Garden Tampa Bay's water park, which is just a minute or two away from here. And if you stand on this side, you can get really wet. And London feels like this theme park doesn't have a lot of places to cool off or take a break from the heat. So this may come in handy during the dead of summer especially. You know, even though we didn't climb the 200 feet up and then just sit there way up high in the sky, suspended in mid-air with our feet dangling, which feels like forever and a day, even from just looking up and watching and waiting, before finally diving 70 miles per hour into a loop and then racing into another dive that leads into an underground tunnel. Being in the splash zone, I feel like we still experience Shikra. Maybe even experience the same thrill as being on the ride. No, I'm kidding. I know I'm taking it too far. It is fun though. If you were off the couch with us last video, you may recall us taking the Serengeti Express train ride around the park, which has no height requirements. And this is not just a fun, relaxing way to ride through the Serengeti plains and view free-roaming herds of giraffes, zebras, impalas, and more. A ride on the Serengeti Express train is also a great way to get really close to the coaster action while avoiding the possible symptoms of dizziness and stiffness, since the train ride takes you past many of the incredible roller coasters here at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay. Now that we've had our fun both on and off the rides, let's talk about the food. And I need help, serious help from seasoned Busch Gardens guests, because the food prices we read into seem pretty high, way higher than what we're used to at an amusement park. We're at Zagora Cafe, which is towards the front of the park in Morocco, and a cheeseburger with fries is $16.99, while chicken tenders are $14.99. Even with our SeaWorld pass holder discount, which I'm grateful for, every bit of savings counts, it's still really high in our opinion. Zagora Cafe is part of the all-day dining deal here at Busch Gardens, along with Oasis Pizza at Serengeti Overlook, Dragonfire Grill, Zambia Smokehouse, and Chick-fil-A, where we love to eat, and chicken sandwich are $10 here in the park. So the all-day dining deal may be a good way to go, because I'm thinking $16.99 times 4, that's about $70 for just one meal. So you all tell me though, this is just our first visit, so we want to hear your opinion and about your experiences. Now we also stopped at Twisted Tails Pretzels in Pantopia. We're picking up pretzels at $8.49 each and a cheese sauce for $1.49. Again, the SeaWorld pass holder discount is valid here, which makes this snack a little more reasonable. Even without the discount, it wasn't as shocking and inflated as the Zagora Cafe prices in our opinion. Now, a great value we were happy to take advantage of are the refillable cup refills, which are 99 cents. As you can see, we have our trusty SeaWorld cups again, the same ones we use at Aquatica, and now they're making their debut here at Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay. The SeaWorld pass holder discount applies to refills also, so a very inexpensive way to stay hydrated and cool. And since we are here during the summer celebration, we're also here in time for free beer. By the time this video posts, the free beer promotion will be done unless it does get extended. The end date is set for August 7th, but this typically happens every summer. I'm grabbing a Coppertails Independent Pilsner from Pentopia Drinks and Snacks. I can actually get 2 of these, and there are other beers available also. You do need proper ID, of course, and your ticket, fun card, or annual pass, so have that ready. I always keep my tickets or passes on my phone as a screenshot, so I don't have to rely on internet or Wi-Fi connections while in the park. Okay, so that is it. That is the summary of our 2-day trip. If you liked this video or found it helpful, please hit the thumbs up button and tell us your thoughts too. We welcome all of your comments. We want to know what you think, and we want to know what you like to see on a return visit. Did you want to see more of the animal encounters and feedings, the Sesame Street Safari of Funland, more rides? We're definitely looking forward to coming back, but we would love to have all of your comments, feedback, suggestions, and tips to bring along with us on our return trip. We will also love for you all to join us off the couch again for the next video. Next video, we're heading to Disney Springs for another round of dessert hopping. Disney Springs has some new desserts that we've been wanting to try, plus some other desserts that we're just now getting the chance to get to. So please join us next week, subscribe if you've yet to do so, and be sure to bring your appetite along as we check out more of the awesome dessert options available here at Disney Springs. As always, thank you for getting off the couch with us. Thanks for hanging out with us here at Busch Gardens for the last 2 videos. Thanks for all the likes, comments, shares, and feedback. Thanks so much for continuing to get off the couch with us. Your support and presence is greatly appreciated week after week. Thank you. Until next week, click on the video to see another one of our experiences. Thanks for watching.